Welcome to Hidden Gems of Nature. This is our destination today. Enjoy it as you hike up this canyon. I'll pan around real quick so you can see what you're going to get yourself into as you come up this canyon. A lot of beautiful cliffs, rock features, and a beautiful stream and a few little dense pockets as you come up. Enjoy yourselves as you discover the hidden gems along this trail. At Hidden Gems of Nature, I don't tell you what the destination is. Instead, I give you clues so you can explore and discover these hidden gems or your own hidden gems. So watch carefully as we identify clues to find these destinations. And remember, subscribe to Hidden Gems of Nature YouTube channel. So we're in Superior, Arizona this morning, and from Superior, Arizona, we will turn south on Highway 177 to head to our hike. This is a prominent peak to the west of us as we drive south. We're headed down into that ground fog today. Looks more like we're heading into the Misty Mountains than the Mineral Mountains, but we'll be driving through that on the way to our trailhead. If you're driving down Highway 177, this is our turnoff spot right here. This is the drive in to the trailhead. Quite an incredible view as the sun begins to rise and shine against those cliff faces. As you're coming down this road, you actually arrive at a corral. And there's even a couple of horses in the corral today. When you get to the corral, you stay right. Just past the corral, you come to another turn. And at this turn, you want to take a right. As you approach the wash, we want to make a left. So you're going to want to be kind of careful on this road. You do need some kind of a clearance vehicle. We've got some narrow spots here. Quite a monolith as we come in here and approach our trailhead. Just showing you some of this video so you can see what kind of a vehicle you need to get in here. At this point, all you need is something with a little bit of clearance, not even a lot of clearance. When you come to this gate, if you don't have four-wheel drive, you're probably not going to want to go any further. This is the point where you'll need the high clearance and the four-wheel drive. Before this, you could probably get in here with a streetcar. Morning. Welcome to Hidden Gems of Nature. There's not much of a parking lot here. We're just kind of parked on the side of the road. I'm just going to kind of show you a few of the monoliths that you can see. Pretty exciting. I've never been on this hike before, so, you know, I always get excited when I go on a new hike. There's the trailhead right behind me. Have fun exploring and discovering all the beauties along this trail. I know I'm getting pretty excited about it this morning. I could hear the creek flowing, so naturally I needed to come down and take a look at the creek. I'm sure we'll cross it a few times today. Thought you'd like a quick look at it as well. Although the bottom of the canyon isn't real lush, as you can see behind me, these towering cliffs are so prevalent and beautiful as you hike this canyon. It really makes for a beautiful hike. Along with a lot of these rock features comes some nice water features when it's raining. And this little slot that I'm in right here has some pretty little cascades along with some spillways. It's really pretty right in this little narrow section. Enjoy it as you hike up this canyon. We came up to this little narrow section of the creek and quite a pretty little cascade spillway through here. I'll get a little bit of it in here with the camera, but nice rock features creating some nice water features. section of the canyon is really pretty. There's a little bit of color in the rock. Some nice rock features embedded in the rock as well. It's really pretty in here. Because of the rains last night, we actually have some of these side waterfalls flowing. You can see this little one. You can see where it originates from, and it kind of comes down and creates another one right here as well. Pretty little side waterfalls on the way up.
This rock is layered with so many different colors, and it has so many different shapes. It really adds to the beauty of the Cascade. We'll go up on top as well so you can see the Cascade from the top.
I don't know if you can tell, but there is pretty dense blockage behind me, and because of that I don't know if we're going to be able to get through. I lost the trail a little while ago. I've just been bushwhacking my way further deep into the canyon, found some pretty waterfalls and cascades, so I don't know where I'm going to turn back. I'm going to try and see if I can make it a little bit further up the canyon. It's a pretty canyon. We made it past the last blockade. We've got another section that's pretty blocked up. We'll have to see if we can hurdle through some of these. After boulder climbing at the last blockade, I got up on those boulders and turned around and had quite a view. So I'm going to do a little 360 panoramic of where I'm standing right now. It's really pretty. There's actually a little narrow section here, the canyon. You can see both cliff sides now, the west and the east side of the canyon. And we'll pan across the west side of the canyon now as we look downstream. This is what you get a hike alongside of as you go up the canyon. This is actually the western wall of the canyon.
Because you're hiking along the cliffs on both sides of you the entire time, there is rock feature after rock feature and rock formation after rock formation the entire trip. It's really quite unique and beautiful, and if you take a few minutes every several hundred yards, you can see some very beautiful formations. So I'm just going to let you enjoy some of that beauty as I let the music play behind it here for the next little bit.
The water and the shade in this area must be a little bit more prevalent because there's a number of white oak trees down in here, and they look in pretty good shape, whereas a lot of the
boulders and
oaks and mesquites we passed on the way up were pretty beat up, so a little bit more lush as we've gotten deeper into the canyon.
I passed a couple of barriers caused by boulders and dense wooded areas. The canyon is narrowed so much, and there's a few more pockets of this dense foliage, as you can see from this area I'm walking through right now. We have to push through a little bit of brush, but you can see how dense the leaves are on the ground. And because it's so thick in here, I mentioned I'd lost the trail a ways back. There is no trail up here. You're route finding the entire way. Of course, if there was no water in the creek, you could just run right up the creek. But there's water today, and so we're making our own route.
canyon splits here. I don't know if you can see it, but up to our left, the canyon breaks, and then over to our right.
The left side seems to be blocked, so I think we'll try the right side.
This is our destination today.
Actually, it's not our destination. It's the right fork of the creek. It ended up just being a boulder field that I was unable to get by. And so we ended up having to stop and go back. I headed back down and found a passage up the left fork, and we went up there.
Well, I think this is the third time I've thought we were at our destination. I've run into blockades of either boulders or dense foliage 3 separate times. And finally we've gotten to here, and we're gonna turn around at this point and go back out the canyon. It is a beautiful canyon. I'll pan around so you can see some of the rock features and rock formations up on the walls here. The drive into it requires 4-wheel drive unless you want to hike an extra mile, which is fine as well. But it is a beautiful area. If you like the beauty of nature and being secluded out in nature, this is the place to be. Enjoy yourself as you discover the hidden gems in this canyon.